Y'all gotta be safe out here. This tree just almost fell on the house. Just almost fell on the car.
But yeah, I am going home today with just a purse, no teacher bag. Really excited about that. It's just sometimes you do get frustrated. You do get frustrated. I don't know. Oh, one positive thing today though, you guys.
Just levitate.
Ooh, light. Good morning. It is Monday. We are out of school today because of Hurricane Irma. Yes, this is the way. Mugen, hold on. That's my dog. This is the way I wear my hair to bed. It's weird because I just want to like make sure that it doesn't go flat. So this is sorry, but today I'm gonna do some planning. And really hone in and do some things that I've been meaning to do but have not been able to knock off on my to-do list. As of right now, it looks like Hurricane Irma has done damage in Florida, but it's not as bad as Harvey from what I'm hearing in the news. But can we really trust the news? I don't know. I'm staying up on it. Everyone is in my prayers. My kids are out, but I am glad that my district and my kids' district have made the best decision to go ahead and put us out of school so that we can use our schools and buses for evacuation or to hold the people that are evacuating. And that's my kiddos in the back. So I'm going to just kind of show you some planning that I'm doing today, and then we're just going to just stay in and stay out of the wetness. Yeah. Okay, so right now I am going to be planning out my student conferences. I have been meaning to do this, but since we have been working on our STEM-based projects, it really was no major need for it. So what I am actually doing is I'm taking each one of my classes, I'm putting the times there with the days, and I am just going to put the names per every 5 minutes. I'm just going to try out the 5 minutes and see how that works because I want to be able to get the most amount of kids in for the class per day. I may be able to have longer times with specific other kids. It just depends. But I'm going to go through each class period and do that and just organize it that way. I'm also going to use Google Calendar to send my kids out an update just to let them know, hey, this is when your appointment is, and this is when it's going to be every week or possibly every other week if I need to add in more time. So that's what I'm working on right now. Everybody is at the table and we're doing work, which is really neato. So they're working. Doing a little work today. So, right. Y'all gotta be safe out here. This tree just almost fell on the house. Just almost fell on the car too. Thank God my husband decided to move the car. Thank God. Thank God. Because this is what I mean. Really. And did my student conferences. I have my different times here in my spreadsheet, and then I color coded it because I like it to be very organized, I guess, by color, just so it'll pop out and I can see it. And also I have my times here. I inside the boxes, I just blacked them out because that's my kids' names, and inside the boxes it has their names. Right here, I just like lined it up so it'd be a lot easier, blacked out this little space right here. One thing I just wanted to show you in Google Sheets, which I really love, is that you can freeze a column so that when you move the other columns, this column will just stay in place. So when I move, like let's say I'm on Tuesday, I can just move it. Wednesday, I can move it, and the times just stay in place for each of those. And so what you'll do is you'll just select this column, you'll hit view and freeze, and then over here you can freeze the rows or you can freeze the columns. Now if you want to select more than 1 or 2 columns to freeze, you're going to have to select them and go through another process. And I can show you that later when if I decide to freeze multiple columns at a time. But that's a great way, so that if you just leave it, especially if you have names there and you want to do attendance and you're using Google Sheets for attendance, you can do that to move them back and forth that way. So now that I have all my kids scheduled for their conferences, I'm just going to show you how I make all of their conference appointments inside of Google Calendar. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and paste some of the information that I pulled over from a Google document that I had saved here. Pick up. Just so that I won't have to redo it. So I have a science conference with Mrs. Curry, and the note is going to be, please review all the feedback on your assignments before the meeting. Okay. And this student, I'm just going to schedule them on Thursday, and their scheduled time is, let's see here, 10:10. Now, all of my meetings are going to be about 5 minutes long. If they need more time, we will work that in there. The reason why it should be fairly short is because the kids should have been reviewed all the feedback that I provided to them before this. So I'm going to give them the feedback on all their assignments before now. I'm going to have it repeat every week, even if we don't have a conference, and then I'm going to have it in at close to the end of the year, so right before Memorial Day, because I'm pretty sure we're not going to have anything then. And if I find that I need to cancel before then I'll just have them delete it. The best thing that I like is the notification. So right here I have notifications. I always have it notify my kids 1 day before and then 10 minutes before. And then what I'll do is I'll just add in my kids' email addresses, add them in here, and it will send them the calendar invite. They'll say yes, they're going to go all the time, and then it will pop up for them. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and I'm just happy to be back and be able to go back to work with no major damage. It looks like Irma slowed herself down when she reached certain parts of the U.S., like right past in Florida. And so that's good. I haven't seen any major damage similar to the damage in Texas from Irma, and so the damage in Florida has not looked as similar as the damage in Texas on the news. But again, it is the news, and unfortunately, people report basically what they want to report. So don't know if there's any major damage on the state side from Irma. So I'm just keeping everyone in my prayers, and definitely looking to make some quality donations. And when I say quality, I'm just talking about to places where I know the money and the supplies are going to be sent. My church is definitely really good in making sure that we send stuff directly to the people in the disaster areas. So I'm just continuing to pray for those out there. We are truly blessed because there were several trees around our house that fell, and not one of
them hit our vehicles, or house. So I'm just thrilled, blessed, and thankful that we're all safe, including my family in different areas as well. So today is back to school day again. We are going to finish up the build today, and then those that are finished with their build are going to get started on their, pretty much like it's like a presentation to, for example, if they were going to try to get people or astronauts to come and stay on the lunar base for 2 years, you know, what are some of the requirements they would have, or what are some of the specifications that they would provide for, you know, these people. Would they say, hey, if you come and stay with me, this is what you would get, you know, this is what my base looks like. So they're going to try to make their presentation sound as great as possible, so they can convince people to come and stay there for 2 years. So we'll see how that works out today. I was able to knock a big thing off my to-do list yesterday. However, I realized how time consuming it was to enter in each kid into the calendar. So I am going to just break it down. I got one full class in where I sent reminders to for their meetings, and then I have 3 more classes I have to do. So now that I kind of have once I get a pace, I can get it knocked out. So I'm going to try to get it all knocked out this week. Just take some time and just do it the rest of the 3 classes once a day. So, but after that, I think I'm pretty good. So I will talk to you later on today. I may not show, the build is just repetitive, so just depends, but may go ahead and give a glimpse later on of any of my kids' presentations that are, you know, really cute things and stuff like that. So hi there, today is Thursday, and it is Thursday afternoon. I am on my way home from after school, and I'm almost home, and I did not do a end of the day or a daily vlog on yesterday. Yesterday was a very emotionally draining day. It was just a tough day. It started off a little tough in the morning, just because when I got up, I was just like trying to rush and get stuff out. I wanted to get to work on a little bit earlier, and I did not get to work as early as I would have liked. And then throughout my classes, we had just a lot of chit chat, a lot of talking, and dealing with a lot of things, and talking about a lot of things, and the kids were, it was just a lot. So yes, I was really a little off about that. I'm still dealing with time as well. It seems as if every time I turn around, there is another meeting or something that has to be done. And I'm just like, and I know it's stuff that has to be done. I'm not complaining about that it has to be done, or I'm not saying that it doesn't have to be done, or it's not meaningful. But I have not had any time at school, and I have to do a lot of stuff at home. And it's coming out okay, but I almost feel like I should have known, because a lot of the stuff that I did plan for, even though I did a good chunk of planning work in July, I still feel like I'm like it's too. And I know as a teacher you're constantly doing things, but it's just like I feel like it's a lot, and I should have more time at school to do it, and I don't. That's frustrating. It's frustrating, and when I speak my mind, sometimes I feel bad, like when I'm saying stuff, because I don't want anybody to say, you know, oh my gosh, you know, just be thankful you have a job, be thankful you can work after school. Be thankful that you even have this amount of time. Be thankful that your kids, have this amount of resources. Be thankful. And I am thankful. Don't get me wrong. I am 100% completely thankful. More than, I know I'm more than, I'm blessed. It's just sometimes you do get frustrated, and I feel as if I should be okay with saying that I'm frustrated with a lot of stuff that is happening, and I don't want to, and this is supposed to be a vlog of my daily teaching, and just a way for me to get this stuff out. So I feel if I don't mention that there are also some bad times that looks fake, like, oh, she's always happy, and look at how wonderful her classroom flows, and look at this and this and that. For example, the summative assessment for my kids for the project bill, you saw it, you guys, it went beautiful. My kids love the bill. Their bills were beautiful. Each one of their lunar bases is completely different for the groups, and that's wonderful. Like, I just love their creativity and how they work together to produce a quality product. But when it comes down to do the final reflection piece and actually communicate the ideas, and they're obtaining and evaluating what they did inside of it, because that's one of our scientific engineering practices, is that they are able to obtain, evaluate, and communicate information. My kids are it's a struggle to sometimes process. It's like they can do it in their minds, and I know that it's there because they tell me verbally, they tell me that information, but to take it and translate it and put it on paper, it can be a challenge if you're not used to doing that, if that's something you haven't done before, and if it's something that has not been required in the past. And that is a struggle. That is definitely a struggle for me to deal with, and sometimes I'm to translate. Yeah, it's also a struggle just dealing with everyday teacher stuff. Trying to get stuff out. I want to get out all the kids' postcards. Positive postcards. I want to make all the positive phone calls. I want to do all this stuff. I want to be able to, to pull all my kids aside, which I have scheduled my conferences, but I'm still concerned because I'm like, will I be able to do that if I have some kids that really need extra time? The good thing about the conference is if those kids don't need that conference time, I can always cancel it. So, but yeah, yesterday I was really, really, really frustrated. I don't feel as if I would have recorded. It would have been, I never would have put it up because it would have been so negative. It would have just been so negative and so just awful. So I was like, let me wait. Still, and we'll do it later. Get it together later. Oh, branch. But anyway, it is the end of my day. I hope everybody is still having a good school week and all that jazz and everything like that. I hope that is going good. I was going to stop and get the mail, but I think I'm just going to park at my house and just walk back. I hope everyone is having positive year, even if you're having any of the similar things that I'm having. It's still, working out for good and everything like that. So, yeah. So I'll be talking with you tomorrow. I wanted to try to get some of my plan, the stuff that with me, my partner teacher plan kind of thing. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, one positive thing today though, you guys, which I may show you tomorrow. I probably am going to show you tomorrow. One positive, really positive thing. I figured out how, we have clubs, and me and two other teachers are advisors of the anime club, and I figured out, because we have about 72 kids, I figured out a way that we can scan their IDs and take attendance, because it's 72 kids, and we only have 30 minutes certain times within the quarter, and we want them to be able to come in and watch the anime and not have to worry about, you know, having to sit there and monitor and take attendance like that. So their IDs have barcode. Let me see if I cover it. Have barcodes. Can I get it in there? Yeah. Okay. Their IDs have barcodes on the bottom, and you can scan it and it pulls up their student identification number. So it's like, how can I fix it to do it? So I figured out we have scanners, just regular barcode scanners at school, and so I figured out how to be able to use the barcode scanner to scan their ID. It scans the barcode and puts the number in the Google form, and then sends the Google form to a sheet. When it sends it to a sheet, it uses their ID number to look up their name and everything, and then puts them on the. I'm gonna show it to you, but it is a wonderful. Oh, I'm so excited! So another word feature to use, and it's paperless. So excited about that. But anyway, I will talk to you tomorrow, and I will give you a preview and show you how I did it and show you how it looks, and yeah, fun times. Okay. And is that it? Yeah. There, I am at the end of my day today, and I just wanted to touch bases and tell you about some things that I have changed up in my classroom. So I'm gonna walk over here and close this door, and I'm also just gonna show you, like, that's like trash and some leftover boxes that I need to take upstairs. Ooh, camera. Okay, so if you can see, I moved the tables from back here over to here. This was not a good place. It was not. I need to be in a place where I can put my computer and stuff, because I use AirPlay. We have an Apple TV, and so I use AirPlay to as my projector. It projects my computer, and so I need to have a place to put my cart, and that's where I put my computer and my iPad. And I like to be in the back of the room so that I can kind of walk through. So I'll leave my stuff back there, and then I use my iPad. I'll walk around the room. I don't like to be at my desk, so I needed a place to do that. And I figure when the kids get ready to take their test or whatever, since we did our communication and lab type stuff first, they can sit over here in this area, and then move back over here into the area. Plus, no one was using the yoga mats, so when I don't have my cart back here, they can sit on the floor. And please don't look at the floor. It's from when they were building, and I really need to mop that, or, you know, the custodians can get it mopped. Okay. I'm gonna also briefly show you some of the projects that I still have them here because some of the kids are gonna take them home, and they were using them for their pictures and their presentations. So that's that. So we have some more space. Okay. Another thing that my kids are moving that rug around. Here, some of the more of the lunar bases. All of them look completely different, you guys. They look like completely different. Okay, so tire seats. Updates on the tire seats. As you can see, it's up the little print of paint. No worries, it does come up. I just haven't gotten it up. I know the custodian's probably gonna be like, what in the world? I just need to get some stuff to get it up. I've tried it and it does come up. So make sure that you keep, if you are going to make them and using the paint, make sure that you put some covering things underneath them. They're holding up okay. I'm probably gonna have to put another coat of paint on them around like Thanksgiving and Christmas time. If you notice, when they sit on them, they crack. So one of the things I would suggest is to get a wood, or cut out a wooden one that goes all the way on top of it and not just in the center. Oh, there's a pencil. Somebody's saving that pencil. Okay, let me get that little pencil. All right, just make, because I mean it is nice to sit in the center, but it'll probably be a little bit more sturdier, I don't know, to sit around it. So as you can see, it's just cracking. It still looks good on the outside though, like, so I'm probably just gonna spray on top. I mean, the rest of it, there's no cracking on there and there's no cracking on the bottom. Another thing too, I was gonna order these right here, these cushion seats, but that you can get them from Five Below. I just need to go there and see if I can find some more, because my kids actually have, no one has really sat in the stool, really. And I think I'm just gonna use it for myself. But they love this cushion, so I wanna always come and take it to sit on the stools over here. So I have about 10 stools, and I'm seriously going to buy some more. Like I said, I was gonna order them, but I'm just gonna try to go to Five Below or get one of my friends to go to Five Below, because I don't have a Five Below near me. I put some more things on my board here. Pencil sharpener just up there kind of chilling and hiding because I don't use it very often. And any kids that really need it, they'll go over there and use it. But we have a PBIS, Positive Behavior Improvement System. And we just put the reward list over there. We are a lead school, so I need to update this what's happening board. I will update that on Monday because I'm just tired. September, I'm on the calendar. And what I decided to do differently is I was taking the days off when the days would pass, but now I'm just like, I'm just gonna leave it. It's a calendar. Let them have the days. They want to know what the previous dates were and things like that. I got a Brain Pop calendar from when I went to a conference. So yeah. And one of the things that I did this afternoon, as you watch me, sorry, clean up that paper. This is the reason why I'm paperless. I had to clean up some paper because I had to definitely log some things, and I didn't log. I need to log some things. So my desk is pretty clean because I'm going to start having conferences. So I really need to have a place to sit with them, so they can sit with me. We can go over that information. And I also, it's called, there we go. I also updated this calendar. It has not been updated since like August. Okay. And then there's some photos, me and my fams, some teacher friends. Okay. So yeah, it looks better. Okay, so you notice I moved my black cart from over there to over here. Hi, again, I just finished the room and I'm about to go. So I said, hey, let me just do a quick record before I leave so that I'm not recording in the car, because you always seem to see me in the car and not really in my room in the mist. But I'm just gonna reflect on the past 4 weeks, because we're right in the middle of the quarter, and it's going pretty good. There are some things that I am definitely thinking about changing, and that is, that is my bell ringer grading process. I am definitely going to revamp it. I don't know if some of them are not. I don't know. It's just like I feel like I'm just giving them a grade for participation, and I don't really want that because of the rigor that goes along with it. And I would like to, their most, I guess, the hardest work or the more rigorous work to be done in classwork. So I don't want to give them a really rigorous bell ringer because it's just for them to come in, sit down, settle down, and get their minds on science from the transition. So it's just really just a nice way to for me to take attendance, get everybody in and settled, and find a seat and prepare for class. So I don't think that, I think I'm just going to tweak that. And one of the great things about understanding the school year is that it's okay to change things as long as you have a process. And that's one of the great, the main reasons why planning is so important and why I did plan it out, because I wanted to give myself the ability to change it if need be, because my students really, really need, something to come in and have them settled, but they also need something rigorous throughout the classwork. So not something that's so rigorous when they first come in, because they need to decompress from the previous class, if that makes sense. I feel kind of like I'm rambling, but yeah, that's one of the main things that I'm going to change. They're still going to do it. I still think it's important for them to get a pencil, get paper, and write. But I don't like all the paper, so that's why they do have a composition notebook or just that notebook. And because I am predominantly paperless, if they do need a pencil, I let them borrow a pencil from me, and then they just give it to me right back. I have literally a bucket. Let's see if I can show you guys. It's literally a bucket full of pencils that I've collected, plus a pen. Although I really do like this pen. Like, that is a really good writing pen. I'm gonna save that for myself. But just pencils. So this is a combination of pencils that I've collected and pencils that were given to us last year for the kids, so that they never not have a pencil. So my school has been really, I'm just really blessed. My school has been really good about supplying us with some basic supplies for the kids. Just really good about it, like pencils and paper, and the composition notebooks were also school provided as well. So really good about that, really happy about that. And so I'm saying a lot. Let's see what else I had that I needed to just talk about. Oh, I need to come up with a system on keeping my classroom clean. I know you guys probably saw my desk and saw my area, and I don't sit here during the day. I don't come back here. I don't do anything back here at all during the day and throughout classes, because I'm moving around with the kids and things. And it gets messy because I usually just throw things down. I really need to come up with the process of, after in the morning time for planning, put up any papers, go through it, mark it out, something. And then right before my next set of classes in the afternoon, do something with that, because I cannot have this mess, and I cannot spend another Friday afternoon cleaning up my room. I texted my husband. I was like, hey, I might be a little late because I really need to clean my room up. And this is probably the second time you guys have seen me late on Friday. I just can't. This is 2 Fridays. I cannot do it. And I just can't do it for my sanity, because I'm here all day. Plus, I've already worked after school Monday through Thursday. So I am going to come up with a process. And you saw a lot of the papers I recycle. We do have a recycling process. So we do recycle that paper, which I'm really excited about, because that would easily have been in the trash, and I don't want to put it in the trash.
So I'm going to come up with a process on how I'm going to recycle and how I'm going to get that taken care of on a weekly basis. Something with, it has to be clean, even if it's a small stuff to be put up in somewhere, place somewhere. So definitely that. My kids have really been really good about cleaning up every day. I found a water bottle. I think it fell out someone's book bag, but I have not found like random things or anything on. No, not at all. Not at all. And I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited because they're keeping it clean and keeping things like kept up. Flexible seating has really been working out. What I've noticed is that I do have a lot of boys that occasionally want to go back to the beanbag area and the floor area, and so I've had to say, hey, you may want to relocate, move to a different seat or something so that other kids can sit there. So yeah, the beanbag chairs are the best that I found, especially since they were stuffed with the shredded foam. They are really lasting right now, and it's because even with the beads on top of the shredded foam, when I just shake it out, it fluffs back up. So that's really good. They really like the back cushions. They really like it, and they really don't care if they have something under them. They'll just sit on the floor with the fluffy cushion pillows. It's really cool, like the backrest pillows. So now that I've moved my car, kids will go more to the yoga mats. So they'll lay them all out. The wobble cushions, I think it's just because it's out of sight, out of mind. So I'm going to try to move them into a place where they can see them, and things like that. So other than that, everything else is going really well. I am excited about moving into the blended. So my kids are finished and they're done with their STEM projects, and we are next week moving on into blended. And yes, 3 weeks were spent, or 2.5 weeks was spent for the STEM project, but I really feel good about it in the end. Feel really good about it. So I'm looking all over the place to really make sure I get my thoughts. Yeah, I feel really good about it. So I do recommend doing projects as long as it covers all parts of, the standards from that unit, and make sure it's intentional and has a purpose. I strongly recommend projects. It's really good to have your kid, and also offer rigor for your kids as well, and just a different way for them to process knowledge. So I hope everyone had a great week, and it was a little stressful during this week, but I'm still, as I reflect, it's still good. More good than anything else. More good than anything else. So I don't expect for it to be perfect all the time, but definitely better. So I will see you next week, and have a great weekend, or whenever you watch this, have a great one. Bye.